Welcome back, everybody. Hooray. So next up, we have a really interesting topic. We're going to be talking about augmented reality in the web, and we have two amazing speakers for you. So we have Daisy, who's a lead consultant developer at ThoughtWorks, and we have Eric, who is an experienced designer at ThoughtWorks. So please put your hands together and welcome them to the stage to talk about augmented reality in the web. You got this.
No? Let's go.
So, good morning, everyone. Today, we are deep diving into WebXR, a cutting-edge technology that blends the virtual reality and augmented reality with web. This is enhance the experience of the internet. It's not just enhance, right, the use of in the internet, but also reshaping it. But today and together, we explore how the WebXR is opening up a new dimension of interaction directly from your browser. So just before I present ourselves, right, I'd like to validate, to give visibility. The idea is not to deep dive the codes, but much more to present what technology, what the frameworks, what the tools that you can use, right, and know to try on tomorrow, right? That is much more the idea. Hope that at the end of this talk, it will be clear for all of you to build the WebXR. So let's navigate, right? Before navigate in this space, let's present ourselves. I'm Desiree, lead developer consultant in ThoughtWorks, and also understanding, the technical pains and converting the technical solution. So I'm developer, we are developer, right? But today we are not alone, right, Eric?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm so very happy to see marvelous people here today. And let's go to talking about WebXR. Before we started, I will provide a little context about XR and experience. Thanks. So immersive experiences, especially WebXR, accelerating the market with a growth of 30.7 billion by 2025. It's a big number to next year. It's very important for us. And we are transforming the web into immersive platform and creating new business, new impact of this. But what is XR? XR, or extended reality, it's composing for three things: augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. Augmented reality overlays digital information and virtual objects on the real world, like the famous Pokemon Go. It's not my favorite, but it's for the game. Virtual reality created fully immersive experience using VR devices like a HoloLens, MetaQuest, and other. And finally, we have mixed reality. It's my favorite because, Apple Vision Pro. Combining these two things, virtual reality and augmented reality, to create a more dynamic experience in your space, in your body, and etc. So in the coming years, we'll see a significant impact of this technology across various industries. And here, we have a cool visual representation how XR has evolved over the years. Initially used in gaming, healthcare, sports, and entertainment, but XR has expanded the impact of this, like construction, agriculture, energy, and others. In the coming years, we see this impact. But let's explore more examples about this, please.
Why not, right? So it's clear that when you're talking about XR adoption in industry, everyone knows that the gaming is the pioneer, right? For sure, all of you know at least one famous game, right? Pokemon Go. AR, case game, very famous across the globe. And I believe that this impact already inspire multiple segments, right? So, for example, And also, behind, right, the fun aspect, XR also, they have a lot of benefit, a lot of value proposition behind the fund. Also can support our daily works, like in business, that is connected at least with three main topics. One aspect that brings much more value proposition behind, right, the fun aspect is the user engagement. XR also brings the user into the center of the journey because of the high customization in this way of immersive interaction. So it's the first point, right? The second and the third comes along, right, together. One, the second is reduce the cost and increase the efficiency. So one case connected with this value proposition is a compelling case of XR in automotive industry. So we are here in Germany, right? This industry is very strong, right? So in the automotive, we have the Volkswagen case that already use a VR for training the employees. By comparing this VR simulator, the Volkswagen already provides an immersive training, right, that support the employees to training, assembling different parts of the car, or even diagnose some errors. And I'm talking about without need the physical prototype on hand. So it's a lot of benefit. Based on this approach, right, we can see significant training, cost reduction and also time. And connected with it, we can also ensure that the people that is using this training can be more skilled and prepared to the real work task. For sure, it's connected with the VR ecosystem by adopting it. But in real case, when you finish, right, this training, when you come to the real factory floor, we can see the process, the benefit in the production, right, bringing much more efficient because we reduce the errors. And also, we have a much more safe environment. So, but Eric, let us how to prepare this to the sleep.
Of course. To create, we have 5 big points important to create better experience in XR and WebXR. So collaboration with experts, extended reality requires technology and working closely with to meet specific needs. Creating flexible solutions, focus on developing XR that can be adapted to different sectors' requirements. Designing for users. XR experience should be intuitive, user-friendly, and adaptable to knowledge levels. Protection and identify privacy. Implement and maintain measures to safeguard to users to using privacy in XR environments. And finally, accessible. Making XR accessible to audience and improves the overall experience for all our users, not one or two, but all of us. This point is so big important to create better experience. But that's here. Let's talk now about one looking and value with spatial solutions.
Why not? Again, right? So when we have a value proposition, when we align a value proposition of the technology, right, with challenge faced by the industry, we can say that we uncover a powerful transformation, right, in the market. Using, and right now, because we are talking about the immersive, we want to see like this transformation with the immersive computing, spatial computing. And one compelling case to illustrate exactly what I'm saying, when we bring like the technology to support the business strategy, right, we can present the risk. And sorry, because here the risk video is not rendered. We have some issues before, but later, after this talk, we can present. Sorry. But the compelling case to illustrate exactly what I'm saying, the value proposition with the business. For example, for many home workers, right, when we undertake a renovation project, right, a new house or something that we can bring a new look and feel, it's a very exciting time, right? But also it's overwhelmed because a lot of unknowns can happen. At the same time, Reese, right, is Australian supplier lead with sell water products and bathroom, right, products. They call ThoughtWorks, call us to say, hey, it's very difficult for my clients to see the end result, right? Again, the user, the end result is very difficult. So at the same time, because of it, they are dropping significant the sales conversion. So we are selling very low because the clients can see. So because of it, Reese partnered with ThoughtWorks for the integration of tech, design, and digital innovation, right, to develop a modern 3D bathroom tool, which we can call the 3D Imagine. And this 3D Imagine supports it to be much more easy to use, intuitive, right, and reduce much more the complexity. So when you're talking about the WebXR, also we can bring a lot of best products. For example, pair programming, right? Pair programming, test-driven development, and also continuous integration. Even because, and also because it's an innovation, but also innovation comes, right, with a good deliver at the end. Not because it's an innovation, we don't have already technology that support. Exactly what we did. Because of this amount of technology to support us the best deliver, we could reduce the amount of time from 1 year to 1 semester, right? We reduced drastically, and then we launched this image 3D, allowing, right, the users to see the final result in a fast time, much more intuitive. And we use this application, right, modern application, we use the WebXR. It's completely React, 3-fiber. When we're talking about the web, the innovation 3D technology. Let's run because of the time. So when we're talking about much more the vision, the market, right, the business side, I believe that we are developer. Probably we want to talk about the tech stack, right? Is the time. Let's merge in the basic realities. So, and what the WebXR means? The WebXR is a device APIs which provide access, right, to common capabilities from augmented reality and also virtual reality, right? So capabilities that means input or output. Input from, for example, the headset, the controllers, or even where your web application is running, even from your mobile tablets too, right? Desktop too. And why? And because all this information, this sensor, this input, for example, the pose information, from the accelerometer or gyroscope, for example, support you to increase much more in one dimension. We have several benefits. And one benefit for sure is an open platform, right? We are talking about web. So it's much more to support, the compatibility with the current web application that we have. If you have like an immersive with this compatibility, we can reduce the barrier, right, and increase the adoption. It's one of the biggest benefits. Another, for sure, is a cross-platform. When you mention about the WebXR, we are not talking about one specific brand. It's not for the Visual Pro Apple. It's not for only the Meta, right? It's exactly open. Open in terms of device and also across realities. We are not talking about only in the AR, but across realities. So we have several benefits, but it's not a magic, right? Behind the scenes, we have like multiple layers of API, layers of abstraction that support this magic on the web, the immersive experience to happen, right? Starting from the bottom, we have exactly the drivers, much more close to the XR hardware. For example, the headset, Visual Pro, right? So we can capture all the information, the drivers, the controllers, the pose estimation, and these already we have a bunch of APIs. These, because of these, the different layers, right, different abstract APIs, this information from the bottle also is consumed in the second part, the browser. Today, we have many browsers which already follow the W3C immersive group reference. That is pretty good. So the WebXR was launched officially in 2018. For sure, before we have many contributions. But when we're talking about the WebXR, right, it's officially in 2018. And then because of these reference, guidance, and standards, many already browsers also adopt and then become available, right, for us to use this immersive on the web. And then we have like the WebXR APIs, and also we have the WebGL. We have all these kind of things that support us to render graphics, because at the end, we are dealing with the vision computing, right? Using camera to extract information. So it's a heavy computation. And to have like the WebGL, use the graphic, use much more the GPU, right? Cross-layer is important. And on the top, it's where exactly when you, the place, right, that we can build is our web application. Our web application already is part of the browser sandbox, right? Because we are running our web application there. And for it to build an immersive web application, we have many frameworks. We have here, engines, paid or free, but we have a bunch of. And that is, I want to, highlight some of them, because if you want to choose a framework or a tool to start on, we have like many shapes, many angles, and also flavors, right, to choose the best one for you. We can see like the code only using the AR frame or also the 3D.js that you can build your immersive application. It's much more like the raw code. It means that you can, for sure, build your game, build your website in an immersive way. But using these frameworks is much more work for you, right? You have much more control, but demands much more effort. But it's pretty good. You can write down, see the code very fast, see the result on the web very fast. The second opportunity, the second type, is much more the cloud-based engines. Instead of you do everything by your hand, right, you can use on the cloud, where we have a much more prepared things ready to use. So reduce the effort, and you can deliver, we can develop, and also publish. And the last, and one thing, these in terms of the cloud base, we have, for example, the Play Canvas that is pretty interesting to use. The eighth wall that you can, access the editor, implement, and also deploy, and also see, because also it's a host, not only to implement, but see. And the other is much more, is not already to use, right? Because they finish, they close it. That is the Amazon Submarine and also the Mozilla Hubs. I added here much more in terms of content for all of you, right? To know that Monday existed, but not now anymore. And the last one is much more the development perspective, right? So if you want to develop and also have all the integration for the software development, for sure the engines that you need to install. We are talking, for example, Unity, Unreal, or even Borderland, Godot, whatever you want. So we have like different shapes of frameworks and tools that tomorrow you can start to working on and shape the future. When you have and when you have like your immersive, code, then at the end they provide you a bunch of files. HTML, CSS, share your 3D data with the GBL file and everything. And based on the status code, we can launch in the cloud with the web server that you want. So it's much more how you publish, right? The flow in a high level. So here is much more than one example. One tool, if you want to style, to have a fun, for example, the Flume is show how you can explore in a fun way the world. Another case is the Mesher app. The Mesher app is a web application, right, that you can use to get the volume right? The volume of the object that you want to measure. It's pretty interesting, and also is a case, using the WebXR. If you want to some three important points. If you want to be ready, make sure that you already know at least the basic, right, for the web. We can't skip to have like the knowledge with CSS, JS, and JavaScript, because the most of the language or libraries that we have touch already this dynamic language, the dynamic interactions. The third one is we are talking about increase much more one dimension, right? And it's not easy like this step. We need to understand the basic concepts. Especially from my experience, right, was not so much easy. So we need to take care about what it means, the 3D at the end, the coordinating, like the three degree of freedom, 6 degree of freedom, position of the camera, lighting. Is a lot of things that is important you to understand, not only the theoretical, but also then will support you when you move to the products to understand better what it means in different engines or even in a library, right? So it's very, very important. And the last one is the performance. For the regular software, performance could be a cross-function requirement, right? That you can prioritize or not. But for immersive, not. It's very crucial to provide a better experience. We are talking about a high vision computing, right? So it's very important to take care. In terms of tutorial, I really suggest you, to access. We have like here the QR code. And also, if you want to talk later, we are here during the whole day. But we have some sites that provide you like the AR and VR tutorial to products. More than we achieve almost 200 of tutorials for you to be ready to start. And book, we have the Explore Metaverse. It's the author is Kudeep. Kudeep is also immersive, I can say, a special developer. Frontal works in India, and also we have a book here to present one person at the end. So the best way to predict, the best way to predict the future is right now, right? For every line of the code that we write, for every single design that we made in the immersive experience, right, we are shaping the future, shaping the next step. So again, let's continue to push the boundary of the technology, that is very important in this immersive world. And again, thanks so much for being part of this amazing adventure, and thanks for having us.
Thank you, everyone.
Brilliant. So we don't really have time for questions.
Okay.
But you will both be around for the rest of the event?
For sure, for sure.
Excellent. So if you have questions for either Daisy or Eric, come have a chat with them over here. Thank you so much. One final round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be taking a break on this stage right now. We will be back at 12:20.